Yeah, Ohio, comedy this. Me, broke little Asian, binging anime 24/7 until one day something came to me. So you watch anime so you can relate? That triggered my weak parts so hard. All I'm here today is to show you why a geek with no social nerves cares about relating to anime so much and why you should too. So let's get into today's video. More often than not, we all get inspired by being exposed to situations we may overlook, be it personal stories, experiences, or any other thing, you name it. Like anime, like it or not, possesses that power. It's just we often ignore or hate to admit that. Whether it's through storytelling, theme, or characters you and I choose to relate, there's so many ways to approach this. But today, I'll just focus on characters, because that alone already has a lot to be said. Sometimes your bestie can't show up when you want to, or you don't want to talk to anyone for whatever reason. So this is a good time to look inwards, to seek the space where you feel comfortable and belong. For me, when I observe anime characters, I look for relatable traits I can reasonably reassure myself and look up to, like Seishiro Nagi in Blue Lock. He's outwardly sluggish on the outside, yet quietly determined on the inside when he is pursuing his soccer goals. Akito Yamada in my love story with Yamada-kun at level 999. He's reserved but committed to helping others at the same time. Or Haruka Sakura in Windbreaker, where he shows good intentions that often comes as Iron Fist in the Velvet Glove. These three characters I'll make future videos to explain why it's easy to relate to them, and why they're so well designed. So take Akito Yamada for example. He's like the middle school version of me, not knowing how to approach girls and shying away from any form of confrontation than the online world. So as socially inept as we are, he learned to open up gradually at his own pace through his friends and trusted ones, by helping others when needed and being consistent with his words and actions, all without changing his quiet determination and confidence on the inside. So for Yamada, I can first reassure myself that being the way I am now is acceptable, and trying this approach to be more calm, considerate around others, and integrate those characteristics into myself. This whole process I've described is to acknowledge our inner selves from the beginning, and where there's nowhere else to seek comfort or reality, finding that sweet spot can make you feel just a bit more reassured that there's someone undergoing the same struggles, happiness, and confusions in life like you. But now the question comes, what happens after finding our own comfort in anime? Believe it or not, we humans are so good at mimicking others' emotions since day one that we don't even notice it. Trust me, this is really fun to do, and I've done this so many times already. Of course, we want to borrow the right emotions because this is the learning opportunity for you and I to explore and try so many types of emotions out there, and seek ones you find comfortable and compatible to use. This feels like masking in the beginning, but instead, you're going beyond just faking it. You're admiring the character's emotional traits so much that you're open to integrating that into yourself. However, to mimic the emotional traits that best fits yourself takes practice. But when done right, they can really change you for the better and even positively influence those around you. Just this year, when Blue Lock released its movie Episode Nagi, the original author, Mr. Muneki Kaneshiro, commented on how Nagi was created in the first place, saying he combined the coolest human beings he could think of to create him. Just this book tells me that Mr. Kaneshiro really likes Seishiro Nagi, and he created Nagi so he could pour his inner thoughts and emotions into him, and everything else he finds exciting in human beings, and so do other Blue Lock characters he created too. Since authors have the ability to mold characters, we ourselves have the ability to imitate and adapt from the characters we like. For me, when a character's original creator shares its backstory, this makes me want to use someone like Nagi as an agent to become a better version of myself. I ask myself, what aspects of Nagi can I use to make my daily life more interesting? Is it the way he talks, how he reacts to certain situations, his mentality otherwise? At least these are the things I pay attention to and try to understand when Nagi acts in a way that I predicted. Then my next step would be to understand the underlying motivation behind a character's actions. For Nagi, it's clear from the storyline that his quiet determination shows when playing soccer, and it's just that he doesn't want to show it often. Noi Nagi possesses quiet determination, says a lot on how I could approach my goals in the way he does, so I could put myself in a third-person perspective, thinking, for example, what would Nagi say or do when facing a certain hardship and challenge? These instances alone, to me, are powerful enough for self-improvement, so for a while I've been instilling the Nagi mentality after watching his movie, and I can tell you, it feels so comfortable.
めんどくさい。
An interesting anime may take you away from reality into fantasy, so you feel relieved, safe, and even hope to stay in it forever. But an excellent anime, in my opinion, gives you the courage and will to face reality after it's over. So there will always be things you and I can learn from in an anime. Learning and improving through relating to anime characters is one of the many ways you can do more good than harm to yourself, regardless of who you are or the stage of life you're at. Stay tuned to my next video to show you my top 3 anime characters I relate to the most, and also let me know down in the comments which anime characters you like the most and why.